Hey guys, Marstinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and as you can see from the title, we are going to try out the new transformation boost team with the LR fusions on it. This is basically the main reason why, or at least one of, I suppose, that when Cooler was announced for Global, there was a lot of us telling you guys not to skip Cooler. Obviously, there were a lot of banners that came out from the start of this year that for a lot of people were an easy skip just because they were saving up for the upcoming anniversary. And yeah, this was the main reason why Cooler should not have been one of those. Like, I know some people still would have not summoned, but when I discussed my should you summon video, I think the main key message there was that he was definitely not an easy skip, because as the transformation boost leader, transformation boost has the potential to be one of the best categories in the game, because as they keep releasing more and more transformation units, they all keep getting put onto this category, and obviously the LR fusions are a perfect example. So this team is full of strong units, it's full of really good pairings of units that you can put together, and then of course Cooler himself is a support unit for transformation boost. So just by having him around, like normally we would run a team maybe with a majority extreme units, and then have Cooler linked up with a Frieza or maybe Janemba. But here we're able to run, we're actually going to be running two Saiyan, I guess one's half Saiyan because Gohan's there, but two Saiyan rotations, and then we're just going to be using the two STR Coolers and then the physical Kid Buu as support units. So let's float off you. What is Vegito's defense? Yeah, see, almost 100k thanks to the buff from Cooler. Actually, we'll put you in the front just so you can get these green orbs here, and then might as well get a super attack for Cooler as well, and then give those to you. So we're going to run the two fusions on rotation together, and then run Tech Broly with the LR Gohan. It should be an interesting setup considering all the ridiculous amount of support that they're getting. I've showed off the Tech Broly before, even at 55%, especially when you use his active skill, he's able to hit some pretty ridiculously high numbers. And of course we are going to have a support unit every single turn thanks to the double Coolers and then Kid Buu. Because that's the thing, when you bring a team where the leader themselves doesn't really fit into the synergy of the rotations that you're trying to do. Like the perfect example is when you run Pure Saiyans, is if you don't want to run one of the either Transforming Vegeta or Blue Evolution Vegeta, if you don't want to run them on main rotation and you have at least one of them floating in the third spot, it means every time they float onto the rotation, they don't really do anything for the team. Like they might have a couple of links, but they're obviously not providing like a huge amount of support or anything like that. Whereas a unit like Cooler, because we're going to keep him untransformed, and throughout this event we're only going to be fighting against one opponent, every single turn when he comes into that third slot, he's providing a buff to everybody on the team. Plus, of course, in his untransformed state, he's definitely no slouch either. He lowers attack, which we can still do for the first few stages of this event. And yeah, look at that attack stat on Tech Broly, 55%. Obviously, we've got two support units on the rotation, but that is pretty impressive. Tech Broly definitely high on the list of LRs that I would very much like to pull a dupe for, because he does have that built-in ability to additional, which obviously increases when you're fighting multiple opponents, but I would love to have some actual additional in his hidden potential system, because then of course, especially when you're fighting multiple opponents, you can get that ideal like god RNG roll of getting 3 super attacks in one turn. So let's see what we got here. So we got Cooler in the last slot, so straight away on turn 1 from transforming, we got pretty decent defenses on the fusions. You gotta remember, of course, Gogeta for me is 55% and Vegito is 79%, so there's a significant difference thanks to the two dupes there. So I think what we'll do is, because Gogeta gives himself so much extra ki, we'll let him go first and just grab those, and then we'll give all of these to Vegito, and then we might as well get a super attack for Cooler as well. So the attack stats are what I'm interested in. This is their first turn after transforming. Yeah, so Gogeta's at 2.5 million turn 1, Obviously, they're going to keep improving as we go, but thanks to Cooler, the first turn after transforming, that is a very, very decent attack stat. And yeah, Vegito at 3.3 million. And of course, don't forget, Vegito is going to get that extra super. Well, okay, I guess he's not here. We're just gonna crit Piccolo for 3 million damage and take him out, and then move on to Vegeta here. So, okay, so obviously we got Cooler's active skill now, but we're not going to use that. Let's go for. Actually, I kind of want to see, because we got type advantage. I kind of want to use this now. Let's go. Let's use Broly's active skill and see the kind of ridiculous number that he can hit thanks to Cooler being here on the rotation. Because obviously we're going to have Legendary Power, Super Saiyan. I think that's probably all the links they have. Oh, they have Saiyan Warrior Race as well. So let's go ahead and grab those. And then we'll give... Can we actually get a Super for Gohan? Will that drop the physical one down? Sorry, Cooler. Yeah, we get a Super Attack for you. Might not need it though, because I'm expecting a big number. Yeah, 6.6 million from Broly. So no dupes, Broly. 6.6 million with the active skill. And yes, 6 million damage. So goodbye, Vegeta. Just gets absolutely one shot by Broly. And now, of course, we have Kid Buu on the rotation. And thanks to our being above the health restriction, he's giving a 50% buff. So, again, I guess we can give you this, and then we'll give Vegito the Tech Orbs. And then... no super for Kid Buu, but, I mean, he's not really here to deal down. He's not going to deal a huge amount of damage anyway. But, yeah, Gogeta doesn't have the best defense, but... Type advantage, Kid Buu on the rotation, just take double digits from the Trunks. Very decent attack stat there. Yeah, 2 mil. Get the additional normal. And then, wow. Vegito just shy of a 4 million attack stat. This is literally the second turn after having transformed. And then we get the additional 12 key, 2.8 million on that. So, definitely some impressive numbers. And of course, this is the thing, right? Transformation Boost just has so many good units. Like, almost every unit that has a transformation will be on this team. So, you can build the team pretty much any way you want. The only thing that's a little bit disappointing is units like Physical Vegito Blue, who, of course, is just in that state, like, from the start, doesn't technically have a transformation in-game, so he's not on Transformation Boost. He's one of the best link partners for the Tech LR. The AGL Gogeta, who transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, is on the team. So obviously, if you wanted to bring him as a link partner for Gogeta, you can. So there's a lot of options for mixing up the units. Obviously, you could, of course, bring another strong extreme unit, maybe transform one of the Coolers and have him on rotation, and then just bring another support unit to be floating in that third spot. I mean, obviously, you don't have to, but... that's one of the ideal ways to build a team like this, is when you're bringing two main rotations of incredibly strong units. Just being able to have a support unit in the third slot every single turn obviously makes a huge difference when it comes to the sheer amount of damage that you can put out in one turn. So obviously we're seeing pretty crazy numbers out of all of these guys already. So what's our defenses looking like? Yeah, so both the fusions are up over 100,000. Even Cooler, this is a Rainbow Cooler friend, has over 100,000 defense as well. So let's give you these. And then Vegito. Actually, Vegito's nearly got his super, so let's give you those. And then all of these. So we're going to be getting the Dokkan attack next turn. Maybe we'll see what the orb field is like, because Tech Broly is not the best link partner with AGL Gohan. I just really wanted to bring him on the team to see the kind of numbers that he could hit with like his active skill and stuff. And obviously we've kind of seen here, even at 55%, he's able to put out some pretty ridiculous attack stats. And of course, the Blue Fusions looking very good on this team. I mean, any team they fit under with a 170% lead, they're obviously going to look good. And then baked into the fact we have a support unit every single rotation, so these guys are performing incredibly well. And then yeah, Cooler on the end here. See, even hitting a 1.7 million attack stat as essentially as a support unit, but he's still able to very much hold his own here. So Yeah, so we can't even get a super with Broly if we do this. So let's go for this with Gohan. We'll get the Dokkan attack with him, and that should finish off Goku here. And then I feel like that's probably a decent enough place to end. We don't need to play all the way through this event. I just wanted to show off this build. Obviously, there are so many other options you can bring. Not just for a second rotation, but of course splitting up the fusions and linking them up with other people. Anyone who has over in a flash and then like 1 or 2 Super Saiyan related links, they're obviously going to link fairly well. They're not going to be their best link partners, but with the double cooler setup and then maybe like the physical Kid Buu, you're just going to be able to put out ridiculous damage every single turn. So obviously, if you're out there and you did get Cooler, hopefully you've tried this team out already. Very, very strong. Another big reason to definitely summon when Cooler comes back again. I think at this point, we're probably most likely to see him come back on the 350 million download celebration. So I don't really need to tell people to summon on that, because those banners are usually stacked with good featured units, as well as of course the fact that we'll probably be getting 2 new Dokkan Fest LRs. So it'll be very interesting to see what those banners are going to be. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Did you pull Cooler? Have you tried out this team? Obviously you can run them if you have the STR Super Buu, but he kind of falls under the same thing I was talking about earlier in the video with the Vegetas, where if you're just floating him off, because he's not a great unit, every time he floats in on that 3rd spot, he's not really doing anything for the rotation. And he doesn't really link super well, so you'll probably struggle to even super attack with him. But let me know if you guys have tried it. It definitely can be done. Transformation boost is a very strong category. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.